Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the Dental Up Podcast, brought to you by Keating Dental Arts, a full-service, award-winning dental laboratory. Each week, you'll learn tips and techniques from real-world dentists, bringing you in-depth interviews, motivating stories, current events, and sports. Here's your host, Shaun Keating.
Hey everyone, Shaun here. Welcome to another episode of the Dental Up Podcast. Our guest this week graduated from the University of Detroit Mercy School of Dentistry, where he received his Doctor of Dental Surgery degree and his Quintessence Award for Clinical Achievement in Restorative Dentistry. Currently practicing from Little Elm, Texas, please welcome Dr. Leeshik Shin, DDS. How's it going, Dr. Shin?
Good, how about you?
Oh man, thank you so much. I know how busy you are, and I can't thank you enough for taking the time out, but I really appreciate coming on the Dental Up Podcast. So I always like to start off talking.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. I always start off talking a little bit about sports, man. You got the Super Bowl this weekend. What do you think? You got the Rams, you got the Patriots, or you want nothing to do with them? You're more Houston Texans, or who do you like, man?
I do wish Rams to win.
Yeah.
Just because, we've seen Patriots win a number of times.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are rooting for the Rams too.
I hope so, man. It's kind of neat. I think a lot of people, man, over in New Orleans and stuff with that call that got us into it. But hey, things happen. Everything happens for a reason, right? So we're supposed to be there, and I hope I really do hope the Rams. It'd be kind of neat for LA and for all of California just to have a representation of a football team. We haven't had it in so long. They took off in the middle of one night 20 some odd years ago, and they went off to St. Louis, and it was like, oh, we were so upset. And then the first year back, I think they won 4 games, and it was like, oh man, we don't want these guys. But then got that McVay coach, and what a difference. Just young kid, 32 I think he just turned 33, but youngest kid ever to coach a Super Bowl, and I think he's 33, and I think Belichick of the Patriots is 66. But that's a big difference, man. But so we're excited. I'm excited just for all the commercials and the food and everything. So I'm excited. Come Sunday, baby. It's a few more days.
Yeah.
So we're pretty
almost there. Yeah,
that's it, man. So, well, that's cool, dude. What about basketball? You in any basketball out there? You got like the Rockets?
No, I'm a fan of the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
I know I haven't been following too much lately just because I have a baby at home. So keeping me busy. But I try to follow it on the sports news and on the internet highlights.
Well, I think they've won 11 straight, Golden State, and so they're back peaking again at the perfect time. And it's like, man, and it's just so crazy. Our Lakers are kind of looking horrible. We've had LeBron out for several weeks now, and that Lonzo Ball's hurt again. I don't know about that guy, and I think they're ready to trade half the team for that dude over at the Pelicans. Man, I forgot his name, but he's like freaking $250 million contract he can get. But we'll see, man. It's all about chemistry when you put those guys together, and you can have some great athletes, but if there's no chemistry, man, I mean, look what LeBron and Kyrie Irving, they had some great teams there, but they still couldn't get. They got it done a couple times, but there's a lot to it, man. And Golden State, man, they're just draining those threes left and right. It's so crazy, man. That's just nuts.
It's insane how well they do 3-pointers.
Oh, I know. It's so crazy. All right. Well, heck, man, let's go ahead and dental up, Dr. Shin. So tell me now, why did you get into dentistry, and at what point did you think, I want to be a dentist?
So it started back in high school. I was born and raised in South Korea, and I went to Canada for high school when I was 15.
Okay.
2 uncles were living in Canada. That's the reason why I went to Canada to get high school education there.
Okay.
what a coincidence. They were both lab technicians, dental.
Oh, you're kidding. Awesome.
Yes. So I actually got to see the lab side of dentistry first, and that kind of intrigued me quite a bit. I really like to do things with my hands, and it really matched up the description of being a dentist.
Okay.
So that's how I started.
No kidding. For it. Oh, that's so awesome, man. That's neat. So I have quite a few Korean technicians here, and they're some of the best in the world for sure. So I know a little bit of 안녕하세요 and
yes.
Oma, Appa, Iggy, and
yes.
Hajima, Dashihe. And then I know some words that get me in trouble, but no.
Not on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me a little bit about Detroit Mercy School of Dentistry. And, man, I was butchering the Doctor of Dental Surgery degree and the Quintessence Award for clinical Quintessence. I couldn't get that out for the life of me. What's the Quintessence Award? Tell me a little bit about that.
It's actually a magazine. They have a magazine that comes out every month. It's just like any other dental magazines, but it has research papers on there, a lot of clinical cases. So the award actually got named after that, and the restorative professor picked me as a recipient, so I was pretty excited about that.
Good job, baby. I know all my dentists that work with me are just hot shots, and I knew Dr. Shin was a hot shot for sure, man. That's so cool. So what was University of Detroit Mercy School of Dentistry? How was your college? Tell me a little bit about your experience there, and if you could.
So I started as an undergraduate student there, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I did go to the same undergrad and dental school. I was able to pick my school as my final choice because I had a lot of classmates of mine going to dental school at the same time. So plus we were very strong on clinical experience as well.
No kidding.
Going into dental school, everything. So we were the second or third class moving into the new facility. So they built out the whole facility, including the sim lab, the new clinic, the patient clinic, and all the new classrooms and all the cool stuff like CAD CAM.
Okay.
So it was amazing. Definitely, it was very strong on didactic and also clinical.
Okay.
Had a chance to do a lot of digital cases, CEREC, and starting with Blue Cam.
Okay.
The one with the powder.
Yeah. I know. Believe me.
And I think we had lava back then as well. It was very cool. So the professors there and clinical directors, they were very up to date with technology.
That's awesome. I remember lava. That was like our first zirconia, man. What was that? Back 2002 or so? I mean, that was like, and I think Dentsply, I think, is the one that made that or something. And they really dropped the ball. They didn't get on the bandwagon. They didn't capitalize off of it because everyone else came out with the discs and the pucks but I think they've been fighting for market share in that segment ever since. But what a trip, man. Good for you. So you're kind of a newer dentist. What year did you graduate from dental school?
I graduated back in 2013, so it's been about a little over 5 years since I graduated.
No kidding.
And then I went to Stony Brook University for additional training in GPR.
Oh, I got a few doctors from Stony Brook. Yeah, Stony Brook's great. That's awesome. Yep. No kidding. So tell me, did you start out as an associate or did you purchase a practice? Tell me a little bit about that if you could.
So right after my GPR, I moved to Dallas area and have been an associate since then. And now I'm a part-time associate, and I'm a part-time owner of my practice in Little Elm, and opened my practice back in September of 2017.
Oh, okay. Right on. Good for you. Yes. Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you. It's been a busy 2-year period. I don't know how time went by.
Hey, man, it's all a blur. I mean, I started in 2002 in my own lab. I started doing dental technology in 84, but it just goes so fast, and just, man, it's just, I think when you get older too, time goes faster. I've heard a few people say that, man. It's like, it's already February, man. I'm thinking surfing and fish are coming and warm waters. We got May and June around the corner, baby, and it's just Christmas. But that's so awesome, dude. So tell me a little bit about Little Elm. How did you find that area, and tell me where it is in conjunction, say, to Dallas or some of the other bigger cities.
So Little Elm is about 45 minutes away from Dallas downtown.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bit up north. My house is about 20 minutes away. It's located up north, but a little on the east side. My partner lives in Little Elm. We've been looking around for a location in north part of Dallas, and we found a really good location. That's how we picked the spot.
Have you been to that big stadium in Dallas at all?
I have been to AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Oh, okay.
From Little Elm, that's almost an hour and a half drive.
No kidding. I heard that stadium is just, it's so beautiful. I've seen it,
massive,
on TV, but I hear the Ram Stadium's going to be a little bit better than that, but hey, no.
Oh, really?
It's supposed to be, just so cutting edge, but, 5 years out. I think that one Dallas Stadium's only 4 or 5 years old, isn't it? Maybe a little longer. I'm not sure, but.
Yes,
I remember.
It looked pretty nice and new, so.
Oh, yeah, it's so state of the art. And I remember when they first built it, they had the big system in the middle, all the TVs in the middle of the field, above it. But I think it was a little bit too low, and some of the punters were hitting the bottom of the TV screens. So I think they had to raise it up a little bit. But
wow,
man, that's just amazing. But hey, that's America's team. But they haven't really gone anywhere in a long time. In the last few years, they were talking about Zach and Ezekiel, and man, they thought they're going this year, and they lost again. But and Houston Texans. I think Houston's man. It's just Texas needs to get some of these guys in the Super Bowl. Man, you can't have the Patriots in there 3 out of the 4 years, and it's just crazy. But when you get some of these other teams representing, baby, especially out in Texas.
I know.
Well, so
maybe next year.
Yeah. Hey, that's so many teams are waiting. I run all their teams are not in the Super Bowl unless you're Rams or Patriots, and they're just like next year. And hey, it's 0-0 when they start the season, so anything can happen. Mm-hmm. And I just think look at the Rams. I mean, we were last place, worst in scoring, and we went from worst in scoring to top in scoring. And in a year or two, we changed the whole the whole team, and look, we're in the big dance, the Super Bowl, so it can happen. Yeah. You just got to have a good coach and some good players, and just the stars got to align, baby. But the Rams this year got to do it. Come on! And I already got my season tickets for the new stadium, so I'm not worried about them raising prices. So before I was saying, no,
that's awesome.
Yeah, before I was like, I'm going to wait because I don't want them to win the Super Bowl. Then the prices, and they said, sir, the prices are gonna, then probably will go up. You better get them now. No, but it's so darn expensive. It's crazy the cost of those things. But you know what, man? You only live once, and it's like for me too, it's about an hour drive in to get into there from where I live, maybe a little bit longer with traffic, but we'll make a weekend of it. They're making it a whole, hotels, and they got the little racetrack for horses and the casino. I mean, it's going to be a weekend destination to go. Yeah, it's a really changed out there, and it's in Inglewood where the Fabulous Forum, is, and where I've been to a gazillion Laker games when they were at the Forum, and I've been to a lot at Staples Center too, but they redid the Forum as a music venue now. So Madison Square Garden Company came in and bought it, and they redid all the acoustics, and it's state of the art for music shows and stuff. And man, they got the best of the best lineups going there. But now, a block away is the stadium's already, it's almost 3/4 of the way built. I mean, it's coming along, man. Pretty amazing. Wow. But yeah, I got me some 4 seats on the 40-yard line, baby. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited.
That's a good timing to buy tickets. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be around by the time it starts in 2020. We'll see about that. Yesterday's history and tomorrow's a mystery, baby. Right? So we got today. Yeah. I try not to look too far ahead in the future, but I'm just kind of messing around there. So tell me, dude, tell me a little bit about the layout of your practice. what kind of how many ops you got, and tell me a little bit about your staff if you could.
So we do have one receptionist who does a lot of work on the front end of it, and we have a part-time hygienist and a full-time dental assistant.
Okay.
And currently we have 5 ops plumbed. We have 3 operatories fully equipped, and 2 other ones are waiting to be equipped. Hopefully anytime soon.
That's awesome. What are you doing to market your practice there? Are you pulling from there, or are you pulling from towns outside of you? How are you driving people to your practice?
Most of our patients are from surrounding neighborhood.
Okay.
And we do some mailers, some social media marketing, some Google AdWords. So we're kind of branched out on the marketing strategy.
Okay.
However, I think the best marketing is the reputation. So
absolutely, word of mouth and existing clients. Yes. I'm telling you, I've been doing this a long time, and it's free. And all you got to do is do a good job with your patients, treat them good, and then ask them to give you some referrals. And there's nothing better. Even with me with dentists, I get referrals for other dentists to come use me, or to give them a call and say, hey, Dr. Shin gave me your number, and, he's using my lab, and I was wondering maybe if you would like to give us a shot. Or it just goes so far when it's from peer to peer, and it's so huge, and it's free, and it's basically just treat your people good, and let them know that, hey, if you have any other friends or something that need a dentist, please let them know about us. And that just goes so far, and it's free, and it's like it's just so nuts. And some guys are just doing so much, trying to do all these mailers and a lot of social media, all this stuff where almost, in most dental offices, they got thousands of patients usually. It takes a little bit time to work that up, but at the end of the day, most, like me, I only got like 400 or 500 dentists or whatever. I probably got a few more than that, but dental offices got thousands of patients. And man, if you could just concentrate on your existing clients, and it's like with me, it's always best to take care of our existing customers, because you know what? Most time dentists are probably sending you, maybe half their work, 3/4. A lot of our dentists send all of their work, but more so than not, if you could just take care of your existing customers, you could probably get more work from them. Same thing with your patients. Just make sure you're doing the recalls, make sure you're touching it with them, making sure they're following up on their appointments. Instead of trying to get new clients all the time, concentrate on your existing clients, because there's a lot of work there that probably needs to be done that it's not getting done. And so it's just something, don't forget your existing clientele. And I always say that to our people here.
I completely agree.
You know what? Yeah, this is a new doctor here, but don't forget Dr. Shin, and don't forget our existing clients, because they're with us, and it's so much easier to keep them happy than trying to get a new, account to come in and build that relationship and to try to work it. So same thing with you guys, and that's really awesome. So tell me, what's one of your favorite procedures that you like doing in dentistry, man? You like popping teeth out of the mouth? You like doing some endo? What do you like doing, and what don't you like doing?
I do enjoy doing endo, restorative, and also implants. Yes,
that's awesome. Tell me about the endo. How'd you learn that, man? You take a Buchanan course, or how'd you learn about endo?
So slowly with simple interiors to molars, but I did take a continuing education course in Vancouver, which he introduced, or the endodontist taught us how to use different file systems. And basically from there, I was able to narrow down some of the material of choice and the file system. Some endos are tough, but you learn from the tough cases, and I like challenge. So
that's awesome. I love that, baby. No, man. And that's what a lot of people do. I mean, you're so young into it. You're 4 or 5 years or whatever, man. I mean, you just do all these different procedures, and then you figure out what you like to do. And I think it's 5, 10 years in, at least, trying different things to see what works, see what you like doing. And then at the end of the day, you can say, you know what? I don't like doing this. I'm not going to do this. You can make it your own and do what you like to do. And I think a lot of dentists, they had to do a lot of in different towns and stuff when, they're the only guy for these people. They try to do a lot of different things. Whereas some dentists that have the option of, specialists, that they can do what they want to do. And after a while of learning what they like and what they don't like, they really can say, you know what, I'm not doing this, this, and this, and I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then you live a happier life. You sleep better. Yes, kids you got at home are driving you crazy. You can spend more time with them. But I got some guys that, they don't really... they try to do everything, and it's like, no, you really need to kind of figure out what you do like and what you're kind of good at, and then keep practicing at it, and you'll get better. But it's just something, it's a neat thing when you can pick what you want to do, and a lot of dentists do it. A lot of guys just do bread and butter dentistry, and that's what they want. And it's probably 70-80% of the dentists out there are doing that kind of dental practice, where I'm going to do, bread and butter dentistry, the onesie, twosies, and the different, procedures that they like to do, and they're not going to do the others. And, when the patient's saying, please do this for me, what you got to say is, I wouldn't even do it on my wife because I'm just not, be it endo or be it, surgical extractions. I don't know. I watch some of those extraction things online stuff. That's some wicked stuff. I mean, these oral surgeons popping stuff out of you. You go below the gums, slice it open, and I don't know how you guys do some of that stuff, and even like implants.
Now YouTube has a lot of videos out there where patients can see ahead of time, and then they get scared.
Oh, I know. And even too, sinking implants. I mean, I do a ton of implants here. It's probably one of our biggest operations we got going and growing and stuff. And man, the sinus lifts, man. You ever seen a live sinus lift? And even a video simulation of a sinus lift. It's freaking ballsy, dude, how they get in there, and it's just crazy. And then the grafting, and then, I mean, I got some dentists that take that little weekend course on an implant course, and they're coming back on Monday, and they're opening up flap and sinking implants, baby. It's nuts. But some guys get it. Look at, you're a young gun, man, and you're just you're very smart and everything else. I mean, I'm looking at you graduated summa cum laude. What's that? That's like one of the... I had another one a few weeks ago. She was a little different. I think it was a different cum laude. But summa is like is that not like one of the top ones, or what's that mean? What's summa cum laude mean?
I believe it's once you achieve certain GPA, it's the second highest, I believe.
Yeah, that's what my people are telling me. I'm like, heck, I don't know what that is. I think that's like... what was the one with John Belushi? What was that one where they wore the togas?
Yeah.
Look at my young guys in front of me, man. They weren't even born when that came out. Animal House. Oh, Lordy help me. Well, hey, I hear you have just real quick, I know you got to go. You have a French bulldog named Hugo and another dog named Coco. Yeah. I've had French bulldogs for a long time. Hugo, how's Hugo, man? You love that Frenchie or what?
Yes, he's a stubborn he's a stubborn dog, but he's just adorable.
Oh, they are. I love them, man. We got Levi and Cash, man. But well, hey, Dr. Shin, man, I know you got a roll. How we doing as a lab? We doing good for you, baby?
Yes, very few remakes, very top of high quality work, good communication, and very knowledgeable team, and also most importantly, fast turnaround time. It's amazing.
Bam. We're going to drop the mic on that, baby. Hey, Dr. Shin, God bless you and your family, man. Thank you so much for coming up on the Dental Up podcast. And if there's anything we could do, man, please let us know. And again, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, baby. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on the Dental Up podcast show this week. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or search the Dental Up podcast on iTunes for our weekly feed. Don't forget to visit KeatingDentalArts.com/promo for exclusive offers. Keating Dental Arts is a full-service dental laboratory, and we're nationwide. We'd love for you to send us a case so we can show you the Keating difference. If you dig what you heard, please leave a review on iTunes, and we'll be back next week.